Imagine a quiet Friday evening in a town known for its history and its people. The sun is setting and families are settling down after a long week. In the community of Ogidi, located in the Idemili North area of Anambra State, many people were thinking about a funeral. Not just any funeral, but the final farewell for the mother of their community leader. The town was preparing to stand by their president general, a man they trusted to lead them. But in a split second, the sound of peace was replaced by the sound of violence. Before the night was over, the man chosen to lead the community lay dead, and another life was taken alongside him. Have you ever felt that sudden chill when you hear news that just doesn't make sense? That is exactly how the people of Ogidi feel today. They are waking up to a reality they never expected. Their President General Saikoka Okoye, who many affectionately called Anumiri, is gone. It was not just a name on a piece of paper, he was a husband, a relative, and a man the government recognized as the head of the Ogidi Town Union. He was a man with a heavy heart, already planning to bury his own mother this coming Friday. Instead, the community is now preparing to bury him too. This happened just yesterday evening, Friday, February 6th. Reports tell us that Saokoye was at the Ogidi school field or near the Ebenezer Anglican Church. He was there to finalize the arrangements for his mother's burial. He was doing what any good son would do, making sure everything was in order for a respectful goodbye. But as he was about to head home, gunmen appeared. They didn't just come to scare him, they came with a deadly purpose. They opened fire, killing the President General and another person who was with him. Some say the second victim was a close relative, others say it was a woman named Mrs. Ebeleon Yigbo. Regardless of the names, two families have been broken forever in a single evening. Now, take a moment to think about the weight of that. A man planning a funeral for his mother ends up being the subject of a funeral himself. It is the kind of tragedy that makes you stop and wonder about the state of our world. If you find this story as touching and important as we do, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us keep bringing these important community stories to light so that we never forget the people who serve us. You might be asking yourself, why would anyone do this? Why target a community leader who was simply going about his private business? The answer, according to the police and local sources, is deeply troubling. It seems this attack was not a random act of armed robbery. Instead, it appears to be a cold-blooded act of revenge. To understand why this happened, we have to look back just a few days earlier, to earlier this week. The community had recently dealt with a very dangerous situation. There was a young man named Emma Amasco, only 25 years old, who was known as a notorious cult leader. People in the area lived in fear of him and his group. Earlier this week, this young man was caught by local security operatives. Reports say that before he died, he confessed to being involved in the deaths of dozens of people. Some say as many as 48 victims. He even named prominent people in the community that his group had targeted. When this cult leader died after being captured, his followers did not see it as justice being served. Instead, they saw it as a reason to strike back at the community. They allegedly blamed the town's leadership, including the President General, for the crackdown on their activities. They chose to wait until the PG was vulnerable, at a moment of personal grief, to take their revenge. It is a harsh reminder of the dangers that community leaders face when they try to stand up for peace and order. Does it feel right that those who try to protect us are often the ones who become the targets? It is a question that many in Anambra State are asking today. The streets of Ogidi, which should be busy with people preparing for a weekend of celebration and mourning, are now eerily quiet. People are staying indoors. The shops are half closed. There is a heavy cloud of fear hanging over the town because no one knows if the violence is truly over. The Anambra State Police Command has stepped in to try and restore some sense of order. The Police Public Relations Officer, FP Tochukwu Ikenga, confirmed the tragic news. He explained that the police are already following leads and working with eyewitnesses. The Commissioner of Police, Ikoloye Orotugu, has ordered a full-scale manhunt for the killers. They are moving into the community to ensure that these cult groups do not believe they can take over the law. They have promised the people of Ogidi that justice will be served. But as we know, promises are hard to hear over the sound of weeping. As you listen to this, you might feel a sense of sadness for the state of our communities. Ogidi is a place of great pride. It is the hometown of the legendary writer Chinua Achebe. It is a place that has given so much to Nigeria and the world. To see it gripped by this kind of cult violence is a tragedy for all of us, no matter where we live. It reminds us that security is not just something for the government to handle. It is something that affects the very heart of our homes. If this story has touched your heart or made you think about the safety of our leaders, please share this video with your friends and family. Let them know what is happening. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It helps us grow and ensures that stories like this about real people and real struggles get the attention they deserve. We must also think about the message this sends to other community leaders. If a president general can be killed so easily in his own town, who is safe? Many people take up these leadership roles because they love their towns and want to help. They don't do it for the money, they do it for the honor of serving their people. When we lose a leader like Saiko Kaokoye, we lose a piece of the foundation that holds our society together. As the sun sets today, the families in Ogidi are sitting in the dark, wondering what tomorrow will bring. The police are patrolling the streets and the investigators are looking for shells and footprints. But for the family of Saokoye, no amount of investigation will bring back the man they loved. They are now facing a double portion of grief, a mother and a son to be buried at the same time. We should all take a moment today to reflect on the value of peace. We often take it for granted until it is snatched away in the blink of an eye. This tension in Ogidi is a call for all of us to look at our own communities and ask how we can better support those who keep us safe. It is a call for the government to do more than just send condolences. It is a call for lasting solutions to the problem of cultism that is eating away at our youth and our future. As we end this commentary, let the story of Ogidi stay with you. Think about the children in that town who are afraid to go outside today. Think about the elders who are shaking their heads at how much the world has changed. Let us hope that the coming days bring not more violence, but the beginning of a true and lasting peace for the people of Idemili loss. Justice may be coming, but for now, there is only a deep, painful silence in the heart of Anambra.